And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome! You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Libra. Welcome to Coin Police Tarot. My name is Coin. I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. Happy New Year. Welcome in 2025. And I'm seeing great things for all the signs across the board. Some toughies, some not. But overall, new opportunities for everybody, as would be expected with New Year, obviously. And with that being said, now that we are in a new transitional stage, I too am in the new transitional stage. I have now reopened individual reads. So if you're interested in getting a one-on-one read with me directly, message me, email me, whatever contact method is most accessible to you, and let's talk. Let's set it up. With all that being said, we're going to do your first and last first read for the month of January in 2025. Here we go. And the first and last is a style of reading that I do with aces on tops, tens on the bottoms, each detailed by the respective elements: water, earth, fire, and air, cups, pentacles, wands, and swords, that represent, as we transition from one month to the next, 1 year to the next, what is happening, what's going out, and what's coming in. The aces represent the new. Opportunities, ventures, fulfillments, things of that nature. Their counterparts in the tens beneath represent culminations, conclusions, and endings, things of that sort. So as a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, Libra, understand I, as your tarot card reader, am not here to misguide you. That's not why I made the channel. That's not why I do this. I do this to try to help. So when we lay the cards out on the table, rain or sunshine, we're going to read them together. Look at everything, right? With all that being said, let's hop into it. For your read today, Libra, first and last, let's see what the cards say. I'm going to go over to your Ace of Cups. What's providing that fulfillment? Show the Libra Collective the cards that they need to see, please. What defines the Ace of Cups? The fulfillment of this read. Six of Swords, okay. Moving forward or moving on. Either way, we're in motion, but it doesn't indicate directionality yet. Empress, okay, moving forward. The best, the highest version of ourselves. How do we become a better us? In regards to Four of Wands, a relationship, or at least what gives us safety in the home and heart space. We're asking ourselves, what does a relationship's value mean to me? I don't know if it's not entirely concrete if you're in one right now, Libra, because, again, that's relative. You're asking yourself, what are your values? I think that's very interesting, because whether or not you're in one right now is not functionally relative. What is the best part is that you're reaffirming within yourself, what does this look like for me realistically? And how will I feel myself moving towards that every single day? So next, to your Ace of Pentacles, of a solid new opportunity that presents itself. Show us the cards that we need to see, please. Define the Ace of Pentacles in the read for Libra. Burdens that we sit with, okay. What do we acknowledge to be functionally true? Ace of Wands. Okay. What's a nice way of saying this? In realizing that we are evolving, we also naturally tend to distance ourselves from the things that we once defined as ourselves, right? Like attracts like. And so for what your opportunity is presenting itself with, Libra, there are some uncomfortable conclusions you're sitting with right now that you know you have to embrace for what you want out of a relationship or a family. The burden that we sit with is that beyond becoming a better me, once I become that better me, again, relying on this Empress over here, once I become that better me, I also have to demand better things. You got to step your game up. And this is you towards your potential partner or you towards your current partner, Libra. You're in a state of just saying, actually, come on. If you said you were doing it, I'm supporting you, but you got to go do it, right? And not taking that no for an answer necessarily. So, yeah, if we're saying that we're evolving, then we're also going to show behaviors that indicate evolution. Fair enough. So the Ace of Wands. So the cards that we need to see, please. Find that Ace of Wands over here for Libra in their journey. That was simple. That's just so interesting in the way that I found. Okay. Let's talk about this first because I think this is spelling out a very clear answer. Ten of Cups was normally the notion of harmony and synchronicity. The people that give us value, give us support, give us safety or whatever, give us alignment in our lives, along with the experiences that I had, it flew out in the reverse. Here, the reverse indicating what I thought was so right and so familiar, I'm having to redefine everything. Everything is in a state of overhaul right now. I don't feel comfortable with where things stand. And I feel as I change, this entire scenario of what I was settling for also changes with it. Okay, next. What other cards we need to see, please? Here upon the Ace of Wands in the journey. Nine of Swords. Okay. And now we have to address it. We're not budging on this because the more and more I feel myself changing, the more I understand that this has to change as well. Devil, the card of Capricorn. And so what have we been ignoring within ourselves the entire time? Given that we are during Capricorn season, great time to pull that card, even when it does get tough. It represents power, hierarchy, and pragmatic ways to get there, but also the pragmatism of it all, the realness of it all spells out also answers we may not like to hear. Here, Libra, as we grow, we show growth. If we show growth to people who are not growing with us, then we're growing in different directions, maybe even apart. Easiest way I could put it. You're taking action right now around all the things that don't feel emotionally or spiritually adding up for you, because ultimately we're saying, maybe I have been silencing myself just to make this work. Now what? Ace of Swords. Please define the Ace of Swords for Libra in this reading. What defines truth? And by extension, challenge. King of Pentacles, knowing how to make the proper investment, tangibly what that looks like, and the game plan to get there. Sometimes Corey's good at his job. What are cards we need to see, please, upon the Ace of Swords for Libra in this reading? King of Cups. And how to approach it with a proper emotionality. You want to give more. You want to have, share in the growth that you're having, and simultaneously understanding that comes with boundaries and limitations. What's the new story that we're trying to found? You want to give me one more for Libra? Since they're already flying out. There we go. They are Pentacles. If it is a functional and cooperative method, it can work out. If there is not just feeling good around each other or having somebody that, makes us feel, warm and safe. It's not just about the feeling, it's just about the effort. If you can match me, then you can match this. If you cannot, it will not. Underneath it all, Justice, you, the card of Libra, finding yourself all over again, accepting the process as is, but also finding equity in the balance of effort. Match my vibe, match my energy, and we can grow together. If you don't, I'm growing, you're not, therefore we're growing apart. Very simple. I like it because laying down the law. Next to the Ten of Cups, show the cards that we need to see, please, for Libra in this read. Upon harmony and synchronicity of everything that gives us love, value, and support, define that Ten of Cups for Libra in this read. The Ten of Cups, Page of Swords. In a state of observation, we're trying to learn. Ooh, this is moving so fast for me right now. Give me a chance to just absorb and piece it all apart. King of Wands. I can do the right thing. The right thing is investing into me, and by extension, everything else around me will flourish. What does that look like? That's what I'm learning. Seven of Pentacles. Accepting this process as is. It's not nice, some of the conclusions I'm coming to, because I'm looking around me and kind of having to prune my garden a bit and saying, if you can't match my growth, then you don't belong here. And it sounds kind of cold-hearted, but it doesn't change your truth, Libra. As you evolve and are still evolving, what truthfully matches up for you? That's the bigger and better question. Next to the Ten of Pentacles, show the cards that we need to see, please. Clarity upon that Ten of Pentacles of the culmination of experiences and life lessons. How do we move forward? Devil, the card of Capricorn. We're going to dive into those because I think they're very interesting coming out. Before I say what I need to, let me just define the others. Ten of Pentacles. Well, I think I know what direction this is. Yep, the Moon. Card of Pisces. We listen and we don't judge. For the foundation of the life that you want to build, Libra, we pull the Moon and the Devil. Both represent that at the surface level, things were not adding up, and therefore a conclusion had to be made that drew it in a different direction. I get that. I totally understand you on that. You're trying to say these behaviors, as I grow, will found the rest of my life. My question is, to what extent did we partake in it? Right? The Moon represents that which we do not yet understand. However, if we understand ourselves enough, going back to that Empress and all the lovely growth we saw before, then we had to ask ourselves, at first we were defining that, I got to say this out loud. Ooh, this isn't going to be fun, but, truth hurts sometimes. So let's just make it light. That too is participating in its limitation, right? So the Devil here, again, great to pull during its season. Card of Capricorn, the Devil here being, I want to see growth in them, but also me avoiding these conversations and just pretending like everything is happy-go-lucky over here in my realm. That's part of how we got here. And until I admit that to myself, I won't be able to grow properly. I too am culpable for some of the things that transpired. Now, if we're saying that we're moving beyond it, moving past it properly and forthrightly, we also have to say, hey, this is the part I played in it. It'd be like that sometimes. Next, to the Ten of Wands. What burden is still carried by Libra? And why do they find it to be worth it? Show the cards that we need to see, please. Why the Ten of Wands? Ooh, that was a break. Could just be bad shuffling, but we'll see. Don't get defensive. Show the cards we need to see, please, for Libra in this week. Two. We break one more time. I'm going to ask the first question that comes to mind. What are the cards we need to see, please, for Libra in this read? This one flew out in the reverse. I will take it as such. Eight of Swords normally characterized by somebody trapped in an open air cage. Can they climb out? Yes. Might they cut themselves on the way out? Also, yes. Both of these conclusions culminating in the idea that we do have answers, just not the ones that we like. Here, the Eight of Swords is now in the reverse, right? And being that the Eight of Swords is in the reverse, I'm going to put it as such, Libra. The burden we got to sit with is that, and I played an active role into how we got this way. This relationship, this partnership, whatever that means to you, Libra, I have to acknowledge, okay, I want better now, but I see why you behave like this because I allowed you to be on this BS. I don't like that of me, but I tried to keep the peace and look where it got me. We're still at the same conclusion and no better off. Okay? We'll pass that one and we'll take this third. Brokenheartedness, sharp and very prevalent pain. Why? Five of Pentacles. Because the truth, when it's all laid out, when we lay our cards out on the table, when I stop pretending it's just they need to make some minor improvements to make this work, and we could put some razzle dazzle on it and put a bow on top and pretend that everything is okay. I made compromises to say that we are happy. Now that I'm not compromising, I feel left behind. Because I realize how many times I silenced myself just to make this thing work. If it works, then why doesn't it work? I suppressed my voice for so long, and now I have to sit with the burden of, no, it makes sense why you talk to me this way. It makes sense why you behave this way. It makes sense why you don't handle the things that you promised me you would, because I allowed it. It's not fun to say out loud, Libra, but it's also where things are. And once we acknowledge the problem, we're halfway on our path to solving it. Okay? Give yourself some credit. Ten of Swords. Show the cards that we need to see. Please define that Ten of Swords in this reading. What defines the Ten of Swords within this reading? Six of Cups. Truth is, you do care about them. Soulbound energy. The notion that I can't imagine my life's experience without you. Judgment. There's still lessons to be learned here. How did we get here? Why are we here? Divine timing and intervention. You're in a state of growth. Are they matching your growth? Death. Card of Scorpio. As I transform, either you transform with me or I transform alone. Nine of Swords. Our own internal debates have now turned into fears. Here, the anxiety that, okay, if I'm really growing in the capacity and the beauty I see of myself, this person may no longer be a match. What does it mean when we severed the people who we were versus who we're becoming? Define Diva, please. The major arcana stream across the table for Libra in this read. Ooh, what's that? Yeah, makes sense. Didn't hit the table, so I can't take, but that card makes sense. Show the cards that we need to see, please. First, we define the Empress for Libra in their read. What about the best version of themselves and what they're becoming? Define, please. The cards we need to see, please, for Libra in this read. Chariot, the card of Cancer. We are enacting and know full well that we are on this journey and it has no brakes. All gas, no brakes. We're evolving. Will you match my energy? Will you meet me halfway? The Devil, the card of Capricorn. Four of Swords. Here, the worst thing I can do is just let things fester, let things subside. It'll all be all right. Ain't nothing all right now. To the next Devil, Two of Swords. And now I sit with confusion, because if I am coming to these very sharp and very eloquent conclusions for myself, I'm evolving, things are changing, then if you're still staying exactly the same, how did it get here? Because I was here for the entire time. You were here for the entire time. I'm changing. You're not. What part did I play in that? The Moon. Empress. The things we do not yet understand is that these inequities were driving us toward the same conclusion all along. Roundabout way to get there, but there's a lesson in everything. Next, Judgment. King of Wands. And now that you know better, you must do better. Where are we going? How are we getting there? And in Death, the card Scorpio. Ace of Wands. I've never been more excited to transform, even if that means it happens without you. Okay? Resolution. Reveal cards of resolution for Libra in their read. What's held in space of resolution for Libra in their first and last read today? Star, the card of Aquarius. Hope. That throughout all the darkness, we still have a guiding force that we aim for. Six of Pentacles. And I like that because it's paired with the Star. The Star is so easy, anybody can hope, but how do we move towards it tangibly? Your answer that you're coming towards, the little things every day will give me all the answers that I need. And as I evolve, are you going on that journey with me? Underneath it all? Yep. Eight of Cups. The active choice of abandonment, the need to walk away. As a recap, Libra, how do I say this? As you notice things changing in your life for the better and the person that you're with or whatever dynamic you're in, it's not evolving, but you are, then you have to evolve without them. And it's a cold conclusion that you come to because you also have to acknowledge, hey, maybe this is genuinely where the road ends, but simultaneously, I'm having these sharp realizations that you're not changing, and I enabled that impedition. I enabled us to be at the crossroads, at the stop sign for so long. I forgot to move forward. I take responsibility for the things that I've enabled, but simultaneously, to learn this lesson, I need to come to the conclusion it's either with or without you. It doesn't change where I'm going. It changes where you are. Are you going with me or not? So that's why I see in your read today, Libra. Hope this conversation helped. And yeah, evolution can be horrifying at times. But for you, especially you said it time and time again, so too is staying still. Move rightly. See you around, okay? Bye.